Gares spilled the tea and he didn't hold anything back.
Here comes the party!
Imagine this. You're a tier 2 pro in the NA Challengers League, you've been grinding for years, but your pay barely covers the rent. Your team hasn't been paid in months and Riot's nowhere to be found. But you keep going because there's one thing you still chase. Tier 1. That one shot to play under the lights to prove you belong on the big stage. But then one day, someone slides into your DMs, one match to throw, in exchange for a ton of money and no one has to know. The question now is, would you take it? Welcome to snstry. The NA Valorant Tier 2 scene is imploding, a blazing train wreck barreling off the rails, very much unlike the PRX train everyone actually wants to catch. Players and teams alike are currently under investigation for match fixing. But are the players really to blame? Or are there bigger things in play? What does this mean for Tier 2 and are we watching the start of Valorant's collapse? So this video is a little different. Unlike past ones, it was harder to make because there aren't any clear faces to showcase. And I don't want to just throw up accusations without solid proof. So to summarize Gares' video, he didn't waste any time exposing the problems within the Tier 2 scene like players grinding full-time for scraps, teams shutting down left and right, no sustainable income or infrastructure, and no real incentives to stay clean when shady money starts calling. And as a result, this created a bad environment. Imagine a house where the roof is leaking, the floorboards are rotting, and someone's stealing the furniture, yet the landlord pretends everything's fine. That's NA Tier 2 Valorant right now. And honestly, props to the players who turned the offers down because that must have been really tough to do, especially with how the scene looks right now. After breaking down exactly how the match fixing works, Gares dropped a truckload of evidence to back it all up. I don't know about you, but now I totally get why he was so emotional in that video he posted on X. It's not just the match fixing, his team, Shopify Rebellion, is getting absolutely screwed over allegedly by players who might be cheating on top of everything else. I'm no expert at breaking down Valorant replays, but my jaw legit hit the floor at some of the evidence. I won't name names, but there was this one play on Ascent, a Jet and a Cypher player dry peeking into B main, and the Jet player is tunnel visioned on one angle while casually exposing himself to every other angle. But I guess you could say that the Cypher is holding for him, that's why he's so confident. Anyway, kind of a bummer that there was no mention of the bribing allegations involving Riot officials. Gares said that this is just the top of the rabbit hole, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I've been reading stuff here and there, but what do you guys think? The match fixing seems almost guaranteed at this point, but the cheating allegations, do you buy it? Or is this just smoke with no fire? People are already reacting to this, and I've got their best takes compiled later in the video. But first, let's break down exactly how it all went down. Let's start off with some context for the non-knowers. So on May 16th, the first spark lit when Mr. Funhaver went live, promising to expose the rot festering inside NA's Tier 2 scene. He exposed how Riot's entire Tier 2 system is built on bad metrics, no funding, bargain bin partners, and low effort production. It was already looking like a disaster class. But then he dropped something way darker. Something that turns incompetence into corruption. While nothing's confirmed yet, Mr. Funhaver claims the offers went as high as 100 grand.
Wow!
And that's just for throwing a single game. Makes me wish I had a talent for losing with style.
Team Rocket's blasting off again!
Then at one point, Gares jumps in on the stream and calls out Mr. Funhaver, basically trashing him for leaking all this out of the blue. His argument that it's already hard enough to catch these people and by going public too early, all Mr. Funhaver's done is tip off the ones running the gambling rings. And then Gares posted a video on Twitter that alleges the NA Tier 2 Valorant scene is infected with match fixing, cheating, and blackmail. Players are allegedly being offered up to 100 grand to throw matches, and once they took the deal, that's when the real game began.
I am the danger.
Because now they're not just part of the fix, they're trapped in a blackmail loop. Honestly, all of this is just if you ask me. But if I were a struggling Tier 2 player stuck in this dumpster fire of a system, I'd probably take that deal too. Everything around me is falling apart anyway. Might as well grab me some cash while the ship is slowly sinking, right? Are the players and teams involved really the villains here? So now we're here. The system rotted from the inside, nobody stepped in, and everything came crashing down. Unsurprisingly, the biggest victims based on our cast of characters are the innocent bystanders. They're just trying to fight a fair fight, but bad actors in the scene sabotage it all for their own gain. Honestly though, in a twisted way, I get why it happened. Players, or honestly any of us, have to look out for ourselves, especially when the system you're grinding in doesn't give a rat's ass if you sink or swim. So when a chance to climb out shows up, and no one else is handing them a rope anyway, can you really blame someone for taking it? As for the parasites, honestly, unless they get caught, they've got nothing to lose. They've even got ammo to blackmail the players into silence. This is exactly where Gares hit the nail on the head. How the hell do you catch these guys? When all the dirty business is wrapped up in crypto bets and anonymous transactions, their identities are basically ghosts. Needless to say, this is a tricky topic and I want to know where you stand, so drop a comment below. Are the players the victims? Are they just greedy? Or is Riot to blame for this entire mess?
The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing.
Pretty sure you already know who I mean. Riot, the architect of all this chaos. This line perfectly sums it all up. Riot did not make an effort to make Tier 2 better, and eventually it spiraled into the mess we're seeing now. Sure, Riot weren't directly involved, but they created the perfect environment for this kind of corruption to fester and thrive in the shadows. Now that everything's up in flames, they're scrambling to contain a blaze they spent years ignoring. Investigations are rolling, pressure's mounting, and their silence, it's starting to look less like caution and more like complicity. They're not just getting blamed for letting this happen, they're getting exposed for enabling it through ignorance. Now they're scrambling to clean up the mess they helped create. They told us Tier 2 would be the future, but it just feels like a trapdoor right now. 1 minute you're climbing the ladder, thinking you're on the path to VCT. Next thing you know, you're free falling into obscurity with no salary, no org, and a DM from a crypto match fixer offering you a once-in-a-lifetime chance to ruin your entire future in exchange for a fat amount of cash and a fast track to never getting signed again. When someone hands you a broken ladder, someone's bound to dig a tunnel instead. Now I have to ask, is this really about match fixing, or is it about some things Riot been ignoring for years? Because right now, every fan, every player, and every org is staring at the mess asking the same thing. Can we still trust Valorant's competitive scene? Imagine being an aspiring pro player grinding for a contract and watching guys who threw games walk away richer than you'll ever be. Like, what's even the point of playing fair anymore, right? No amount of damage control can hide what's already out there, but the question is, will Riot finally do something about it? Or just let the fire burn itself out? Before I forget, yeah, the guy getting accused did respond with a tweet. Real short, not much traction though, because like, who even is this guy, right? Maybe he has rep in the crypto scene, but in the Valorant scene, he's basically an unknown. As Gares said in his video, all of this is just the beginning. Pretty sure there will be more to come, and you best bet that we'll be covering it. Quick shoutout to Polash peripherals for their Valorant masterclass designed for absolute beginners. Anyway, that's it for the video. If you made it this far, you're not just the real MVP, you're one of the few who hasn't thrown yet. Leave a like if you enjoyed, hit that sub button so you don't miss out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!